Hello friends, Zevlar here, and welcome back to the Warframe playground. Now today, I got some big bada boom bass firepower to show you guys, alright? This is the kind of stuff you would see in this is the kind of stuff you would hear in, those dubstep songs, you know, those dubstep songs that have those crazy beat drops and stuff. Yeah, this is the kind of gun we're talking about today. So without further ado, today I am showing the Coda Bassocyst, whatever the hell. We'll go with Bassocyst. No, Bassocyst. We'll go with Bassocyst for now. I guess let me know in the comments what you think the proper pronunciation for this gun is. I think it's Bassocyst, but anyway. Anyway, amplify shockwaves of devastating sound with this technovite virus-infested shotgun that hungers for blood and desires nothing more than to feed upon its enemies. Alternate fire at enemies not vulnerable to mercy kills to swarm them with infested mites, while firing at vulnerable ones will perform a ranged execution. And if you look here, the Coda Bassocyst, it's a rather slow firing gun, but oh boy does it hit hard. Alright? Wait. Crit multiplier. The crit multiplier is normally 2.2x, so that's a little misleading right now. But,
Navigation is marked with new
well,
invasions.
Lotus, shut the fuck up. Alright. Sorry. So, crit chance, it's roughly average. Crit multiplier, slightly above average. But this thing has a monstrous stats chance. And 808 total damage. I have literally no idea why it has that tiny amount of radiation damage. Alright. DE, what? Oh, devs. What was going on with this gun? What's up with the radiation damage? Yo, I'm not disappointed about it or anything like. I'm just curious. What's up with the radiation damage? Anyways, that aside, I have a build here. As is tradition, I have a build here prepared for your guys' use. Okay? So, the short version is we're trying to make this gun slap cheeks, okay? So we got shell shock and toxic barrage. Electric plus toxin pairs together to make corrosive damage, which is armor stripping. But you're gonna see real freaking quick once we get into the nitty gritty of this, it won't be necessary. All right, this thing, okay? I've done a bit of testing. This thing hits so goddamn hard that I'd be surprised if we got more than 2 status effects on an enemy. Okay? We got frigid blast for cold status. So we've got, and because of the inherent magnetic damage, we have 5 damage types on this gun. We have blast, corrosive, cold, magnetic, and radiation. That's a lot of status effects. Anyways, we have galvanized Hell's Chamber for multi-shot, and a lot more multi-shot. We have Prime Point Blink for some damage. We have galvanized Savvy for some status chance, and the condition overload effect. That is the important part of galvanized Savvy. We have critical deceleration for some crit chance, but you'll see real quick. That's fine. And then finally primary frostbite, which is why I've put frigid blast on this. On a cold status effect, you gain crit damage and multi-shot. Alright? And you'll see very quickly, we won't need support for this weapon. This thing I can't tell you guys enough on the Bassocyst. Alright? This gun is a monster. and you're about to see why. Alright? We just gotta hit him a couple times. Well, more than a couple times, I guess. But okay, they called in their dog. Oh, what? Where the fuck? I swear they were just here. What happened to him?
The Orican neural sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
But now we have some build up, and let's see what it does. God. And we do that. It uses a. So as you can see, sorry about my lack of commentary. It's kind of late, so yeah, my brain is kind of slowing down a little bit. Me feels. But as you can see, this thing, good God, all right, what? This is a massacre. So, what we're looking at here, in terms of the weapon itself, it's essentially the infested arc of Plasmor, as far as I'm concerned. It's pretty much just the infested arc of Plasmor, right? This thing, blasts forward a stupidly strong projectile, which, as far as I can tell, acts pretty much like the arc of Plasmor. Possible video about that one coming up soon, by the way. But you can see we have no problem just tearing things up with this thing. And we see this Eximus, and he's already dead. But yeah. Another thing that's worth mentioning is that the alt fire, I think it applies like impact and magnetic status. But from what I've gathered, the alt fire honestly isn't worth using. Like the main fire just does so much that there's virtually 0 point using the alt fire of this gun. And you can see the results right here. This thing slaps. Which, by the way, I again want to make a case here. This is a Zero Forma build. All right. I know I had 2 Formans in this weapon, but I removed Prime Ravage just to emulate the Zero Forma build for the Bassocyst. And you can see, Ravage would be overkill on this thing. Seriously, I just can't get over this thing. I freaking love it. And I didn't mention the sound design too. This thing is great sound design. Can I get the Acolyte? Alright, you got the Acolyte? Look at that. Look at the damage. Look at the damage on the Acolyte. It wasn't exactly fast, but dude, we were taking out like chunks of her health with every hit. You can't discredit a gun for being able to do that. So yeah, from what I've gathered of the Bassocyst thus far, it's literally just line up the enemy and shoot them. And while we're waiting for the Sentients and Thrax dinguses to pop up, I'd like to take a moment to mention, if you guys are appreciating the Oh. What was it saying? God, I should not do this shit while I'm sleepy. Alright, but I'm saying something, typical content creator shilling, like the video, sub to the page, whatever the fuck. I don't really care right now. I just hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. This is fun. This is fun. I take joy in being able to blast things with a tech rot infested sound mega speaker thing. What am I saying anyway? Oh hey, Thraxus are here. Yeah, let's see how it does. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, you can see. No problem. No problem at all. God damn. I wonder how this would do with Kame. Is that weird? Whatever. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, hey, no way, what the fuck? Hold up. Wait, yo, let's take him over here. Hold up. So, why can't I see my Warframe? What the fuck are Walls doing here? Yo, someone get the devs on this shit. This is funny as hell. Ain't no way, bro. How long has this been here? I assume this is new since like back on Encore or whatever. But nah, I should not be able to see Wukong just floating in the air. I know for a fact you guys could see that nonsense too. What the hell? Sorry, I got sidetracked. Anyway. Yeah, Bassocyst. It slapped, man. I'm telling you. This thing slaps harder than somebody smacking somebody else with a fucking dumpster. I don't know what to tell you. This shit would probably... This is the kind of gun that would probably feel like getting blasted and then just run over by a car in a tuxedo. Okay? That's the kind of shit we're talking about here. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording before I say more weird shit, alright? So, I'll see you guys. I hope you guys liked the Bassocyst showcase. I'll see you guys now.